Well, morning. Yeah, we had a little bit of sprinkles on us yesterday. We again, we got the blue one full. Started sprinkling on us, and I don't know, it wasn't very heavy, so we went ahead and kept running. Got 2 dumps on the orange one, and then it sprinkled a little harder, and it was getting pretty tough, so we just had to quit. But as soon as I stopped, the rain stopped, so I was like, well, god damn it. Yeah. The sun did come out later last night about 5 o'clock, and the wind picked up. So I think we could have it probably could have came back and run like 7, 8 o'clock last night, but nah. Anyway, so we're gonna try to get a bit more run today. I think I might just go get the drone, do a little fly around for you guys right now. All right, guys, stay tuned. Drone footage coming up. makes a world of difference trying to do soybeans. The sun was behind clouds most of the morning yesterday, and like I said, it finally came out after we had quit and got home. But this morning she's out and the wind's blowing, and it's like 10 o'clock, 10:30, and we're doing a lot better than we was all day yesterday. We got the reel running pretty slow, but these freaking jungle beans, they like to wad up in that corner over there on my row divider. So what I'll do is I'll stop and lift up, back up with the head, you know, pretty low. That way it'll kind of catch all the viney stuff of the other beans, and usually it falls off, and then just go back ahead, sucks it right back up. Oh, hey. There we go. So, yeah, still see we got some leaves in here, so it's not I mean, these beans aren't completely all, you know, dried down. The stems and whatnot are still pretty tough. Now that's the weird thing about soybeans. The bean itself will be dry, but the stalk can be, you know, very green and tough and don't want to harvest. These green beans down there are kind of nasty. They're kind of down. They're very green yet on the stems, and there's a lot of green leaves in here yet. Makes running the reel a pain in the ass too, because it's up and down, and we get a down spot, we got to run it down, run it forward. Then we get a good spot where the beans are tall, so we got to pick it up and pull it back. But that's all part of it. Jumping on to go around the corner with the anteater, that's kind of fun. Be just about empty, I think. Sounds about empty. Now see, we got down beans, so I got to run the reel out further. Now the beans are tall again, so I got to pull the reel back and lift it up. And we got little trees. Yum, 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 yum. That won't hurt anything. Got a little night and loading for you guys. Pretty well empty in there, I think. One more good combine hopper and he'll be clear full too. I'm not sure why he's doing that, but whatever. Give him something to do, I guess. stuff that we can run, so we're gonna head out for the night. Man, that thing's hard to see. Them lights are just that bright, isn't it? Well, it looks really cool, but it's just too bright for you guys. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna call it a night because it's starting to get tough and can't really see in the dark anyway, so yeah, you get too much glare. But anyway, we got two complete full hoppers on that, so it's 2/3 full. The other one's empty. The combine's got just, no, maybe half full. But we got one little finger out there done. We got one great big finger piece yet to do. And then another finger over here, another side heel finger over here to do. That I don't even know where it's at right now. I don't know this farm. So anyway, we're gonna call it a night. Come back tomorrow if it doesn't rain, because they're showing like a 1/10 or 2/10 supposed to come through first thing in the morning. So yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't rain, because it would be nice to come back down here and run some more. Anyway, we'll see. Well, we had a couple days of rain and kind of fix and repair stuff. I went and got some tailpipe for the Flemings, so now she doesn't sound so fucking stupid. Sounds good, actually. Sounds like what a Ford was meant to sound like. Anyway, I'm towing the corn head down here because if it rains again, like they're saying it should over the weekend, we're gonna switch and probably run corn. So yeah. All right, let's get after it. But it's been a long wait all day today. The sun's been out most of the day. It started, ever since about noon it's been out. And the wind's been blowing at a pretty steady rate. So we came out, 1 o'clock, 1:30, and we're like, hey, yeah, it should be dry enough to go. The stems are, cracking good. We went ahead and run about a half a load and tested it, and it said, nope, 17%. Well, what the fuck? So we came a little farther up on top of the hill, tested it, 14%. Like, oh, well, god dang. So we had a couple hoses down here on the side of the throat that run the bean platform that were starting to weep, and well, they're just covered with bean chaff all the time. So we decided, well, shit, we'll take those off, run into town quick, and now they're getting dry. They were like 13 at about 4:30 finally. So yeah, all afternoon for them to, so we can run at night. That's freaking nice. Well, anyway, I just will turn in here and show you guys what some night picking is gonna look like. Oh, hold on, I turn that off. Whoop, come on, there we go. Check out that freaking sunset. Obviously I'm way down the hill and that's what I can see when I look out towards the horizon. I mean, yeah, that's a freaking hill. It's this ground back here is just steeper than shit. And the soybeans are still doing 65 bushel the acre. But what we managed to get through the combine and to the elevator, they're doing 65 bushel. So that's pretty fucking good. And again, this isn't my beans, this is my buddy. His name's Cameron. And my age and trying to make a go at farming, so we helped him plant some corn. We did some beans, and I don't remember if we did corn for him last year. Anyway, we planted some beans for him last year, planted corn for him this year. Did some harvesting last year, but I think we're doing everything this year the way it looks, so yeah. Well, back down here this afternoon, working on the last little field, like 15 acres down here. Again, really heavy soybeans, very tall. They're tall enough and that they're laying down, so kind of got to deal with some down beans in certain spots. Some spots they're up, and they're mostly up here. And this was recently tiled, so we've got a tile line swale to deal with as well, which is kind of a pain in the butt. I'm just floating right over it right now. It's pretty well sealed back up and smooth in the bottom, but back up on the hill behind us. It didn't get filled back in properly, so it's got a real bad depression in it. Anyway, hopefully we can get this wrapped out this afternoon, get the beans here done, because about 5 o'clock we've supposedly got a storm front that's supposed to blow right over us. So either we're gonna get just a little bit or we won't get any. And the little bit might be enough to stop us from finishing this bottom. Hope not, but maybe. We'll see. Now there's another load dumping on the go. Always kind of cool. Dumping on the go, I always kind of liked it. I don't know why. Seems like it's more efficient. I don't know, maybe that's why. I tell you what though, we were doing this hill behind us the other day, and I had to stop because the old combine it didn't have enough horse to thrash the beans, drive up the hill, and to unload. We started to, and I was just like, nah, I'm like, hold off, tractor guy, I'm just gonna have to stop. It's just too much, too steep. Yeah, can't see in there. And we just had a few sprinkles here a little bit ago, and if you can maybe, there, now you can kind of see them on the window. And you can see how this farm's kind of steep and hilly. I mean, god dang, look at that. That's crazy. Getting about full, so we're gonna look at dumping here on the go again. We're not full enough to get too excited, but I want to get empty before I get up to the other end. Go ahead and swing the auger out, and I'll pick back up and get back up here with him. Whoop, spilling a little bit there. Good thing we're just about empty. Now we are empty. Okay, good. I think I better tell him he probably should throw the tarp over because he's gonna leak a little bit going up that hill. Oh man, yeah, he's gonna leak a few beans. Woo, look at those tires squishing. He's leaking some beans. Well, there we go. We got the two auger carts on the road filling a semi. Unfortunately, it started raining this afternoon, and we're about 2 semi-hoppers from being done. Or I mean, 2 combine hoppers. So that kind of sucks, but I mean, nothing else we can do about it. It got dark and they got tough, and just said, well, that's it for tonight. Either we'll finish them up tomorrow or we're gonna switch to corn. So, say hello in the back seat.
Hello.
Hello. Got another kid riding along. So anyway, we're gonna cut this video short. It's been long enough today. Trying to get beans out. Yeah, stay tuned for next video. We're gonna be switching to corn. I hope we can get these beans done in the next day or 2. And if we can't, we'll just, like I said, we'll just switch to corn. So make sure you guys give me a good thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, catch you later.